People always ask me, Shappy, how much do you spend as a low spender in Rise of Kingdoms? Well, I think it's time that we actually find out. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to be taking a look at how much I spent on Rise of Kingdoms in 2023, what I spent it on, and if I think it was worth it. Now, if you're my wife, this is not the video to watch. Everyone else, stick around because you're going to want to know. Now, before we get too far into this, I'm not about to spend $100 on a wagon of gems. The short answer to how much I spend on a mobile game, which I play for fun, is too much. The long answer is, it depends on what the bare minimum spend for the game is, right? Rise of Kingdoms is supposedly a free-to-play game, but let's be honest, you kind of have to spend a little bit in order to do well in this game, whether it's buying Vanquisher bundles, buying Writer of History, spending the occasional amount of money on KVK, and so I spend a little bit. And I consider myself to be a low spender in Rise of Kingdoms. I do buy those bundles. I buy Vanquisher when it pops up. I buy Writer of History. I do the occasional recharge because it's actually pretty good value. And I spend as little as I can during KVK to not break the bank, but still do decently enough, right? If you want to spend a lot of money in KVK, you can max tech. I've never maxed tech. I'm not the kind of person that's going to. But I'm also not a free-to-play player. Now, the one thing that I do want to call out here in this video in particular is you can play Rise of Kingdoms and spend no money. There are other content creators that do. 12 Inch is one of them. But the problem with that is you do have to spend a lot of time in the game. And for me, I just don't have that kind of time to spend. My biggest advice is don't spend more money than you can comfortably afford. Think of spending on Rise of Kingdoms kind of like a monthly coffee budget. How much would you really be willing to spend on coffee within a month? Again, hopefully my wife's not here, but if it were her, she would spend a lot more on Rise of Kingdoms than I would. Now, that's enough about me talking. Let's actually dive into some of the numbers and walk through what I actually spent on. So we'll be covering exactly how much I spent at the end of this video. But if we just take a look here, and if you're curious about how to get this, there are a couple of tricks that you can do. I just copy and pasted from my Apple purchase history and then dropped it into ChatGPT and said, make me a cool table. If you're curious, you can do this too. But if we look through here, you can start to see some trends. So first off, there were all these $9.99 packages. These were just gem supplies. And so gem supplies are something you are going to have to spend on if you're going to be a low spender in Rise of Kingdoms. And I can actually, I think, filter this. So let's filter real quick and only look at all of the $9.99 bundles. And then you should be able to see, here you go. So you can see exactly how much I spent on these bundles. So you can see gem monthly subscription, gem monthly subscription, gem monthly subscription, festival special offer. This is another one. When they have the 7K gem event, sometimes you do have to spend the extra $10 because you didn't have enough time to finish that event. That's okay. More gem monthly subscription, and then I think these two are probably recharges or something like that. And then you've got the armament gem bundle. So overall, I don't feel too badly about this, but again, if we're talking about the kind of bare minimum that you have to spend in this game, if you want to be competitive, you have to have gem supply. Gem supply is $10 a month every month. That's $120 right there. So that's kind of the bare minimum as a low spender. And then if we go and we look at some of the $5 bundles, we can actually see how much I spend on things like Vanquisher or Writer of History or Lucerne. Lilith really gets you with some of these unexpected pricing bundles. So we take a look. We've got Legendary Commander. We've got Legendary Commander, Vanquisher, Treasure Hunter. I think this is the Lucerne. So that was expensive too. You've got gem packs. These are probably for recharge, looking through them. Crystal supply. There you go. We've got KVK. You have to spend on that. You can't really not. Daily integration package. These are probably dailies for recharge. I'd say the same thing here. Dailies for recharge. Commander training. Festival special offer, 7-day material supply. If you are a low spender and your recharge event pops up, The 7-day material supply is one of the best bundles you can get, and it also stacks. So if you buy it once, you can also buy it the next day, and then you get 14 days. So you can do that as well. You've got the Armament Gem bundle. Armaments just got added to this game. Lilith, you've done great. It's very it's pricey, but you got to spend the money if you want to be competitive. Then you've got Premium Crystal Supply, some Treasure Hunter. This is probably also Lucerne. So if we just take a look at Lucerne alone, I'd say Lucerne I think it's about a 50-60 day event. So let's see exactly how many times you're going to have it. I think that'll probably be at least 6 times a year. So that's another $30. So we've got your $120 for gem supply. You've got $30 for Lucerne. I don't think that you can really not buy those. And then you do have your KVK tech. Now, what I try and spend on KVK tech, and let's see if we can unfilter this real quick. Let's see if we can actually find something that says exactly how much we got. So, Gem monthly subscription, Quest Treasure. So that's the Crystal Quest. If you want to buy that, that's a $15 bundle. So for KVK alone, in Heroic Anthem and Rise of Kingdoms, if I were you, I would estimate that you're going to spend probably around a minimum of about $50 because you have Crystal Quest, which is $15, which you should spend. You have the Premium Crystal Supply, which I also think you really kind of have to spend on. That's $20 right there. Now, you will also have some bundles that pop up that are pop-up bundles. So let's see if we have some of the $20 bundles in here. And never buy those. So those will only show up in here. Yeah, so there are some $20 bundles. My recommendation for KVK, if you're trying to spend the bare minimum that you possibly can, is actually to go ahead and buy the Crystal Quest bundle, to go ahead and buy the Daily Crystal, the Premium Crystal value, and then buy the two $20 pop-up bundles. Those are going to be the best things to put you in a pretty good spot, and that's around $50. So, to answer the question that everyone's been thinking about is how much does this game really cost? I did say I'm a low spender in Rise of Kingdoms. I don't buy daily bundles very frequently. I only buy them when there's a recharge event, and I only buy them for commanders I need. And I buy essentially what I consider to be the bare minimum. So, how much did I, Shappy Gaming, spend on Rise of Kingdoms in 2023 in total? Well, here you guys are. I spent $547 in Rise of Kingdoms. And that is, that's a lot of money. Now, if you guys are curious and you want to know how much exactly I made as a Rise of Kingdoms content creator, be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner, and drop a like. Let me know in the comment section if you'd be interested in that. I've been thinking about it, and I know it's a very hush-hush secret, and I am actually not sponsored by Lilith, so I can tell you guys all of the good stuff. So that's how much I spent on Rise of Kingdoms in 2023. Let me know, do you guys think I spent too much? Do you think I spent not enough? I know that Max and KVK tech can cost upwards of $400, so I think I'm doing pretty well. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed and that this has been an insightful video for you. Let me know what you think, and again, drop a like and hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right-hand corner. Thank you all. Shappy out.